is now time to talk with Suzanne Levine, Executive Director for the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Good morning and welcome, Suzanne.
Good morning. Hope you're staying warm.
Oh, I'm trying to. Suzanne, with the ongoing pandemic, many businesses, especially smaller businesses in our community, have been suffering from staffing shortages. How have you seen this with the businesses you work with the Chamber?
Yes, it's at a critical point. A lot of these businesses, they can't even stay open late. They have to change their hours because they cannot find, people that want to work. And it is an issue. I've been trying to do some, connecting, and I've advised them to try to connect with our local community colleges and our high schools, and trying to do whatever I can, put ads in our on our website, etc. But it's a huge issue.
Suzanne, are there any solutions that you and the Chamber have been able to find in order to help these small businesses with their staffing shortages?
Well, as I say, I've been trying to, connect them to see perhaps there are students, either full-time or part-time, that want, some extra money, the high schools, and, trying to figure out how they can best advertise that they have, some openings. We've been sending out some e-blasts and, trying to figure out where they can try to find, qualified people to come and work even for a couple hours. It's extremely challenging, and I think we need to look more to our local and state governments to see if there's any kind of incentive. Instead of rewarding people as we did in the past to stay home, we need to reward them for, going back to work, because a small company cannot compete with some of the larger companies that can offer bonuses or other incentives.
Suzanne, how do you think this staffing shortages and the problems that the smaller businesses in our community are facing, how do you think it impacts the business community and Greater West Bloomfield in the long run?
Well, it's really sad because we've seen several businesses close because they just cannot, they can't find qualified help, or they're having family members help, especially in the restaurant business. There seems to be a real critical need. And usually on a Sunday night, my husband's family, we like to get together and go out to eat. And so many of the restaurants are not open for dinner on a Sunday night. So this is a critical issue, and perhaps we can try to look beyond our West Bloomfield borders to try to attract some qualified help.
And for those viewers that are watching now, if they're looking to either reach out to a business to get connected with them about hiring, or if there's someone, you talked about the restaurant business, if they want to be able to help out with those small businesses, how do you think the Greater West Bloomfield community and the Southeastern Michigan community at large would be able to help?
Well, they can, contact their local chamber, wherever it may be. They can contact their local government, and certainly Oakland County offers so many different resources for businesses, and most of them are free. So they can contact them and see if there's like a job listing, how they can post it, how they can recruit it. Maybe the restaurants can actually contact like Schoolcraft Community College, or some of the other local universities that have actually culinary schools that maybe some of them want to work and see how an actual restaurant, functions.
Suzanne, through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, you guys also have a plethora of online courses that help with marketing, building their website, social media pages. How do you think that those classes impact those small businesses that may be struggling during this time?
I think they've had a tremendous impact because these classes are free, taught by our very own president, Vito Kukuru, Consult Vito. And it's amazing because a small company doesn't have the resources to hire a marketing person or a social media person. So, helping them sort of accelerate their gifts, their ability to target audiences is really tremendous. So I'm really excited that our chamber offers these free Google classes, and you can go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, and find out more about them. And they're open to the general public.
Suzanne, if a business is struggling, you talked about reaching out to the Chamber of Commerce. What is that initial conversation when a business reaches out to you saying, hey, we're struggling either with staffing shortages or we want to work on our marketing, social media? What is that initial conversation that you guys have with that business, and what are some of the steps to get them involved in the Chamber?
Well, typically, I borrow a line from a show that I used to see is like, first tell me about your business, because if I don't know anything about their business, it's really difficult for me to try to figure out how to connect the dots and who I can actually, connect them with. And after that, when I learn a little bit more about their business, I can see if there's anyone that I can actually business match make them with. Perhaps it's our local pizza place and connecting them with a real estate agent, that when a real estate agent sells a home, that they can deliver a free pizza. Welcome to the neighborhood. Trying to be strategic in how we connect these businesses and always direct them, as I say, to Oakland County One Stop Shop Business. They are a phenomenal free resource for any small to medium-sized business.
Suzanne, as we wrap up, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience, either about helping out those small businesses around our community or anything going on with the Chamber?
I just think that we have to be very mindful that before we make a purchase, we should look around in our community and try to go and support our local businesses. They are struggling, and they really can't compete with an Amazon, but they offer other things. Sometimes it's unique quality goods or just personal service. So please first think local, shop local, and support our community.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your Friday morning and joining us, Suzanne.
Well, thank you so much again for having me. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, you too.